Welcome back to Philo Films, and today we're looking at a ride that I have a love-hate relationship for. It's located at Dollywood in Surveyorville, Tennessee, my home park. It's an RMC coaster. It's a great ride. That's if you can ride it. Alright, let's just hop right into it, guys. This moody wooden steel hybrid coaster made by Rocky Mountain Construction, RMC. I can't tell you how happy I was that when I moved to Tennessee, Dollywood was my home park. They had an RMC on the premises, and I was excited. But it all is not good. This ride is a stellar ride when it runs. That's the problem. Key word there, runs, when it runs. Now, they have a problem with the launch system that it overheats, it has rollbacks, and they have to shut down and do maintenance on it. This is a shame for this ride because it is a good RMC coaster that takes great advantage of the layout of the land, the contours of the land, and just a wild ride. But like I said, if it runs, that's the problem. Now, if we put all the problems aside and say this thing was running stellarly every single day, I would put this in the top 3 coasters at Dollywood. Right now, the top 3 coasters at Dollywood, which I'll probably make a video on my top coasters at Dollywood, would have to be Thunderhead. It's so underrated. Tennessee Tornado, so underrated. One of Arrow's last. And probably Big Bear Mountain, a great underrated family coaster. But right now, I'm just going to talk about the lightning rod here and give you guys some on-ride footage. So this originally started out with the steel topper track from RMC, but with structural stress, it had to go to steel eye box, and I would say over 50%, maybe 75-80% of this track is now steel I-beam from RMC. It's still a launch coaster, but it's no longer a launch wooden coaster because they moved the tracks. But this ride is a good ride. It's probably a great ride. Is it the top RMC coaster? Probably not. But if you're thrilling and you love the thrill of the smoothness of the RMC coasters, this is one to ride. Now, this thing has left me sit in line so many times. This is my kryptonite of a ride because every time I go to ride it at the beginning of the day, I seem to get to the next train leaving the station, and I'm looking up the lift hill, and it rolls back. I was lucky to get this ride in this footage while I was on it. But as far as should you ride it, yes. I think that if you visit Dollywood and you can sneak a ride on it, ride it. But with that being said, it's just my quick nonsense, no BS review on this ride. It is a great ride. If you want to see me go more in depth, there's plenty of videos out there on it. But if you want to hear and see me go more in depth on this ride, leave a like and a comment down below. Have you rode this ride? My Dollywood video, tips and tricks from somebody who's actually a regular at the park. That video is coming out on the horizon. If you guys like this, I thank you guys so much for your support. Everyone that comes and watches my content, you guys are my heroes. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.